The Vandenberg School Board of Trustees, November the 11th, 2025 meeting is now called to order. We will now have roll call. Ms. Dressel.
President Ragland, we have a quorum present.
Thank you. And as our custom, please stand and recite the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We now have good news. Jason Wickenberg.
Thank you very much, President Ragland, members of the board, Superintendent Hoover. Tonight we are going to talk about marching bands. So before I introduce you to our very special guest, I do want to recognize that if you remember, we had 4 of our marching bands made it to semi-state this year. 2 of them then made it to state. That in itself is an amazing accomplishment. So I want to definitely give a shout out, kudos to Wrights High School's Mighty Marching Panthers. They made it to state for the 4th year in a row. So if you think about that, a student who was a freshman, who's a senior now, got to go perform at Lucas Oil all 4 years of high school. That's incredible. How about a round of applause for that? You notice there's kind of a theme of green in the crowd tonight. And I've got a group here, and they brought a trophy, and they're pretty certain that you would like to hear more about it. So it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Noah Farmer. He is the 2-time state champion director of North High School's marching band, the Green Beret.
All right, well, thank you for having us tonight. We're really excited to be here and celebrate with you our event. So the Green Brigade Marching Band, this was our 9th consecutive time at state finals. This is, as Mr. Wickenberg said, our 2nd state championship. We have also placed 2nd twice. We are just so proud to represent the city of Evansville and the EVSC, and we're so appreciative of all the support that we get from the school corporation and the community. I brought some people with me tonight to help celebrate. I have my assistant director and percussion director, Mr. Daniel Daly. I have my color guard director and my wife, Taylor Farmer. And then I have 4 of our student leaders. I have Rich Compton, who is our field captain. I have Zach Bethel, who is our drum major. Phoebe Meagle, who is another drum major, and then I have her sister, Megan Meagle, who is the color guard captain. All 4 of these students are very important leaders. They have been in the program and have committed to the program for many, many years, and we couldn't do it without such strong leadership from the students as well. The thing that I love about marching band is that it can include so many students. It can bring in and serve so many students, and the most important thing to me is that it teaches that hard work pays off. And these students have to commit not only during the marching season, but in the off season too. They're constantly improving on their instrument, constantly learning new things in dance and movement, so that then when we come back around the next year, they're ready to put that stuff in. So I'm just so proud of them and excited for the future for the marching band. So thank you very much.
Now, so Noah and all of your guests, if they'd like to come up, and President Ragland and Dr. Hoover, if you want to move into the middle, we'll get a picture.
I'm sorry.
I do have to share while you're getting in position, there has been so much excitement on social media over this. If we just look at what we've been posting about North alone, we've had over 300,000 views. 300,000 just about North High School. That's really incredible.
And Mr. Skinner did remind me to mention the 10-foot eyeballs that were kind of another icon of the season. They're inflatable. They took 15 minutes each to inflate, so we were lucky to have a crew of parents to inflate them in the lot on the windy days and rainy days so that we could perform with those as well.
And Zach to chase one.
That's
Can you guys scooch in as much as we can for you?
Scooch. You respect Zach, sorry.
Right at me, big smiles, 3, 2, 1.
Jason, before they get out of here, I want to make a record of the fact that I think we need to recognize the parents, because anytime you go to a band performance, you see it looks like a bunch of ants working around in the background, and they're lifting this and dragging this, and I know that they're very proud of their students, but they have done quite a bit to help this be a successful situation. So thanks to the parents.
Can I ask a quick question, too?
Yes.
Is there like a national that you go from state? Is there other competitions that you would go on, this group here, this unit?
So we compete in two different circuits. We compete in ISMA, the Indiana State School Music Association. That consists of regional, semi-state, and state. And we actually won all three of those contests. But once we finish at state, that is the end of that season. We also compete in what's called BOA, or Bands of America, which is kind of a national circuit. And the way that contest is set up is they have regionals, they have super regionals, and then they also have what is called grand nationals. You can register to participate in any three of those, but they're not consecutive events. So every year we go to Chattanooga, Tennessee to compete in a regional. And this year we actually placed first in our class at that event and second overall, which was awesome. We also competed in the Indianapolis Super Regional that takes place in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil. That was 92 bands. We placed 20th overall at that contest. Grand Nationals is this weekend. We're not going, but it is a 3-day
and we get to see how that theory relates to hands-on work. In addition, we do like rocket work, and again, we get to take what we've learned about the fins and how stability and how the apogee of a rocket works, and then we get to go and we've made water rockets out of 2-liter bottles and cardboard, which then in turn show us how we're able to take what we learn and then turn around and make something that we actually get to see the true effects of what our work can do. And so I hope to take the things that I learned, the theories and the ideas that I learned from this class, and I hope to bring them into my college career. I hope to go to Purdue in biomedical engineering, so I get to see later on in life how my theories that I learned in college and my time here at high school, and see how I can make a difference in the world and see the hands-on effects that I can create.
All right, congratulations.
And Kendall, where do you hope to go?
I'm undecided right now.
Okay, you have time.
Yeah.
So mechanical engineering.
Yes.
And Parker, biomedical.
Parker, at the end of the day, I'm having trouble with the seat on my car. You could help me deal with it.
Sure, I can take a look.
Sure, take a look.
I'd like to add, oh, you go ahead. Sure. Okay, two things real quick. Daugherty, is that correct? Daugherty. Mr. Daugherty, first and foremost, you just showed me that I need to apologize to my parents for not applying myself. Congrats, this is wonderful. And I need Miss Moore. I had to write something down. So Mr. Parker, no offense or anything, okay? As a young woman entering in a field that is probably normally manned by males, continue to show up for the little girls that say, and no disrespect when I do this, Mommy, I want to be like her when I grow up. So you continue to do that. Thank you.
She does fight like a dude.
I'm in the air.
I appreciate what Parker said about making a difference in the world. And so for me as a parent, I don't care really what vocation my kids go into, but as long as they understand that it's their responsibility to give back and that they do have a desire to make a difference. So I appreciate you saying that.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Best wishes to you. All right, we are now ready for our action items. Steve Scheller.
Good evening, President Ragland, members of the board, and Dr. Hoover. The Central High School Academy of Science and Medicine Renovation Project 2026. Notice to bid was advertised on August 8th and August 15th, 2025. A mandatory pre-bid meeting was held on August 19th. Bids were received on September 18th. Our recommendation is to award the contract to Empire Contractors for the base bid amount of $7,324,000. plus alternate bid number 1 for $2,097,000, plus alternate bid number 2 for $323,500, plus alternate bid number 3 for $413,000, plus alternate bid number 4 for $316,000, for a total of $10,473,500.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, a motion and a second have been made to award the contract to Empire Contractors for the Central High School Academy of Science and Medicine renovation. The project is 2026. Are there any questions or discussion?
I have a question. Good evening, Mr. Silva. It's been a while since I've had to ask you a question, so bear with me because I was writing some things down. The question that I have for you is, once the bid now, of course, has been awarded, or once it is awarded, excuse me, I know we haven't voted, will the selected contractor, A, will they utilize non-union subcontractors, union subcontractors, or local contractors for this particular job?
We do have a list of their subcontractor list, and I can provide that to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I can assume, of course, that they will be required to comply with any current drug policies and/or any type of training, apprenticeship training, things of that nature?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Really
thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Any other Questions, discussion? There has been, do we have a
Motion and a second.
Made a motion.
Okay, motion and a second. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And that motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll now move to 6.02. Rick Cameron.
Good evening, President Ragland, members of the board, and Dr. Hoover. At the February 24, 2025 regular meeting, the Board of School Trustees held the required public hearing and approved a resolution to begin the process for the sale of approximately 60 acres of real estate located at 10350 Petersburg Road, commonly known as the former Eagle Valley Golf Course. Following this action, notice to accept bids was published in accordance with statutory requirements, and no bids were received. At the September 22nd, 2025 meeting, the board approved a resolution authorizing the EVSC to engage a licensed real estate broker to facilitate the potential sale of the property. Notice of the determination to hire a real estate broker was subsequently published. Through this process, EVSC received interest from McCutcheonville Greenway Park and Nature Preserve as a potential buyer for the property. The proposed sale aligns with the parameters previously established by the board. Therefore, it is recommended that the Board of School Trustees approve the agreement for purchase and sale of real estate with McCutcheonville Greenway Park and Nature Preserve. This item is submitted for your approval.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second have been made to approve the purchase agreement with McCutcheonville Greenway Park and Nature Preserve for Eagle Valley. Are there any questions or discussion?
Let's make a comment. I appreciate everybody's hard work on this, and I also appreciate the fact that it's going to stay, it's my understanding, green space, and I think that's excellent for that community, and that we were able to work with this community, so there's a good partnership between this organization and us, and I think it's going to be very beneficial for that group, that area there. So thank you for all your work.
Any other comments, questions, discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. And that motion carries.
Thank you.
We're now ready to move into information items, and Rick Cameron, 7.01.
Thank you. The Office of Chief of Staff recommends adopting policy 4304 to align with the Indiana School Board Association's numbering system, replacing current policy 5517.01. The revised policy also incorporates updates required by Senate Enrolled Act 255, Section 5, adopted during the 2025 legislative session. That amended the statute regarding notification for reporting incidents of bullying. This is submitted for your information tonight, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Questions?
Thank you.
We are now ready to move into continued business. Dr. Hoover.
I'll start. First of all, forgive me for not knowing this. I get to use the new card for a little while. I know Trustee Moore is a veteran, but are there any others that are veterans? This Trustee Moore. So I would like to say thank you for your service. It was, today's a special day in being out in schools, and they're honoring men and women, and we owe that honor to you. So we appreciate very much your service to our country.
Maybe.
Being out in schools, I had a goal when I started that I would get into all schools, into classrooms in all schools by Thanksgiving. And so I started with elementary and have worked my way through, and I'm now in middle and high schools. And so in addition to getting into classrooms in the high school and middle schools, there's a lot of conversations about the new diploma, and exciting conversations about what that will mean for students and pathway options. And One of the positives and things that is exciting about that is thinking about opportunities for middle school. Actually, it's a high school diploma, but what that will mean for middle school students is also exciting. We have historically had high school credits offered in middle school for students who were advanced. Either they would take a world language class or advanced math, they would take algebra. Because of your leadership, we moved preparing for college and careers to middle schools for all students this year. They will get a high school credit for that. We will be bringing a recommendation to you later this year to move a second course into middle school, to partner with, most things work by semester, so if you have something one semester, it's really nice to have a partner class. And so that really is starting those middle schoolers, it's part of their accountability formula, but more than that, it's getting them used to what a high school credit and earning a high school credit looks like and exposing them to rigors of high school courses. So really exciting conversations going on in our schools right now related to that. Also, we had Job Spark October 28th and 29th, which was Junior Achievement puts that on, and it was a very cool opportunity for our 8th graders. We do this every year, but business leaders, employees from various businesses are there with tables, and kids are talking to those employers, what's a career like this look like. A good day for job exploration for our 8th grade students. Also, I want to say fall sports have ended, and congratulations to all of our students and all their efforts through fall sports and fall activities. Like, there's a lot going on in our schools in the fall, and it takes a lot of effort from students, and so it's always a good opportunity, I think, to celebrate their successes, and proud of all their efforts. And we're moving right into winter. My son's a junior, and basketball tryouts were this week, so we're moving right along into something else. And then lastly, the Hall of Fame banquet was last week, and it was a great night to celebrate the best in EVSC, whether they were graduates who've gone out to make a difference in the world, teachers or administrators who have worked so hard and dedicated their lives to our students, or community members who give back to EVSC in a significant way. So it was a great night, and proud of all the things that EVSC brings to our community and all the opportunities we bring to kids. So that's it for me.
Education Day.
Education Day was awesome. So yeah, U of E hosted Education Day, and thanks to Andy Owen, we were able to take 900, a little over 900 students to the Ford Center. And there was a, fifth graders are funny people, and right now, they're funny people. And they loved the Jumbotron, and there's something going on social media right now with the number 67. It's something 67. And we happened to be at the Ford Center, and the Aces, when their score hit 67, a player made this motion, and our kids erupted, and ESPN picked it up. It was just such a fun day for our students to be part of. The ball game was great too, but the Jumbotron was a huge hit for them. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I think it got 10 million views.
I mean, yes.
10 million views.
Yeah.
Sports
Yeah.
Center, ESPN too.
Yes.
It was awesome. They were like the sixth man in the room.
It was really fun.
Just got chills listening to them scream.
I've got one thing, if you don't mind. Dr. Hoover, I know at last meeting you were going to check with Katie Elmer to see if we're talking safety and security, she was going to reach out to some more people that do that for a living. Can you kind of fill us in where we are with that right now?
Yeah, sure. Katie has been working with the Office of School Security, a division under Indiana Department of Homeland Security. We have been in touch with 3 different agencies through their recommendations that do these comprehensive assessments in districts. And so we have worked with 2 specifically and have prices. We're waiting on the 3rd to come in. Timeline-wise, let me pull this up here so I get this right. Our goal is to review all 3 and make a recommendation to you all by the next meeting in November. And then the timeline from there would be, they would get here within 30 days to start the assessment, 30 days from a decision. They would be here for 3 to 4 weeks doing their assessments. At the end of that, we would get a comprehensive report that would take 4 to 8 weeks to get back to us. So we're looking at a 3 to 4 month process, start to finish, but we really want to make sure that we take the time, really review everything that we have in place, take the suggestions that come forward, and then make some decisions.
And I would just recommend that when they bring about specific things, peer-reviewed research they're bringing with them. And then also, I would like them to be a part of when we discuss what we might be doing, not specific things, but that maybe they come to one of these meetings.
Oh, sure.
And so it's, the public has an opportunity to kind of hear it additionally.
That's a great idea.
I just want to say thank you, Andy, for your help in Education Day and helping out orchestrate that, and just the great work our teachers. I mean, it was just a fun day, and the kids just enjoyed it so much. So thank you. Any board members have?
I have a question. I think it was our last board meeting, Dr. Hilliard talked about the cosmetology. And I was just curious, how is that coming along as far as the application status is, or what is the application intake?
It is very high interest.
Okay.
And in fact, we've had our first open house. We're going to have our second open house, and there were a lot of people coming to learn more about what the process is going to be like. But several of the applicants' first pick is cosmetology that we've received so far.
Wonderful.
So
Wow.
it is high interest for sure.
Thank you.
Any other comments, thoughts? I want to acknowledge our visiting students. If you will come forward and please speak your name in the microphone and your school.
Parker, you do not have to do it.
It's okay, they don't have to do it again.
You can head into your car.
Hi.
Go ahead.
I'm Xavier, and I'm a sophomore at Wrights.
I'm Sebastian. I'm a junior at Signature.
Hi, I'm Braden. I'm a senior at Mater Dei.
I'm Zach, a senior at Mater Dei.
I'm Maria, a senior at Memorial. I'm Maggie, a senior at Memorial.
I'm Bree, and I'm a sophomore at Memorial.
I'm Antika, and I'm a freshman at Signature.
I'm Lucy, I'm a sophomore at Memorial. I'm Kinley, I'm a senior at North High School.
Alex, I'm a senior at North.
Thank you all very much. And if you need signatures, you can see the board, and we will sign you. The thought I have for the week to present is hate has 4 letters, but so does love. Enemies has 7 letters, but so does friends. Lying has 5 letters, but so does truth. Hurt has 4 letters, but so does heal. So transform every negative energy into positive energy. So if there's nothing else to come before the board, the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.